Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2020. The tarot card for today is the Three of Wands, and this one comes to us from the Lowrider Dachshund Tarot. And of course, they are our little wiener dogs, as they're called sometimes. And you see the three of them there together, looking out in the harbor at the sailboats, at the boats that are coming in. This is kind of like the card. It's like, about your ship coming in. But you see, it's not there quite yet. All right. So one of the things that today is asking you is, what do you need to do to prepare for its arrival? And as I was, getting ready to begin with this recording, I was remembering years ago hearing a therapist say to someone that when you are walking, you should not be looking down at the ground, looking down at your feet. You need to be looking about 15 feet or so ahead of you. And that is pretty much the same thing for life. There are people who feel like they need to be totally engrossed in the present, and it's fine. Okay, if you're not dwelling on the past, that's always a good thing. Some people are too hopeful for the future, all right? But in this instance, there is an awareness that needs to happen, okay? That the future is coming. And you may not totally know what it is, but you may be seeing glimpses of those things that are coming your way, all right? So what do you do about it? How do you prepare? How do you get ready? It's called foresight, okay? It's like the kind of thing where if you knew that for sure, all right, I'm going to move. I've got to move by, what are we in now? This is January. I have to move by April. How many things do you need to do in advance of that? And that's giving a physical example, but that's kind of what life is like. You can't just go along living in the day-to-day completely, being totally unaware of what is coming, because when you're not and you're unprepared, all right, then things manage to trip you up. You're not ready and things can go haywire. So what's being asked of you here is to say, oh, okay, if I do this, yeah, da 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 da, and you kind of get that plan together. So in other words, it's about looking to the future. It's not about dwelling on the future as opposed to the present. It's about, what can I do in the present to take me to that future? And does that mean that you get everything right? Not necessarily. I don't think anyone ever gets everything right, but it gives you, a course of action, a direction to be taking, and certain things that need to be done along the way. It's kind of like a see it, feel it, live it, breathe it type of thing. All right. So if you get up every day and you just go do your 9 to 5 or whatever, and come home, make dinner, lather, rinse, repeat, then you're really not cognizant of anything that is on its way. And it's like I said about looking 15 feet ahead, just to be aware of what's coming, okay? And being prepared for these things. When you can move forward on your path in that type of a manner, there are fewer surprises, there are fewer pitfalls. So, one cannot always anticipate everything, but I think in this instance, that this card is doing its best to suggest to you that there are things that you can be doing now that will benefit you. Let's see, what did I say before? April. See, April feels important to me, and it's somewhere in like that, probably that second half. It's not like maybe the first week, but beyond that there's something that's coming. And I've been eyeing the new moon in Taurus for quite some time. I talk about a lot of that over on my Patreon for the various sun signs and for, different readings that I do there. So, keep that in mind. And I am aware that there are some of you who may be saying, I do not know what to do. Okay, don't worry over it, because you can't always know everything. Sometimes it's about knowing the things that occur, every year at the same time, and knowing, yeah, I have to be ready for that when that happens. So whatever it is, when you give it some thought and you look to the future and what you can do to prepare for it, I think that you'll find that you're in good shape. And we'll watch as we continue with the cards as to what comes next. So I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.